you fly shots at the center?
He used to be one.
And this building right in the city, right?
No, when I was here, I was a forward. I wasn't a center then. I was tossed down the court, but yeah, I was playing the forward. PJ was a center.
Did you and PJ ever like talk about like designations or whatever? Like,
Nah. They didn't. They honestly, at some point, stopped calling us positions. They just called us guards and forwards. So it wasn't no center. It wasn't no label in it at all. So, but back in the day, high school, growing up, I was center. So like I was put in that position. I got great instincts, great hands. Even though they robbed me of 3 blocks tonight. But it's all good. Supposed to have 7.
when you look at your impact on this team, I think since you came over, I think the plus minus, like I think your plus minus might be the highest on the team since you joined it. Like how have you kind of thought about just what that means for you personally?
Man, I just go out, do what I normally do. Muck up the game, be a disruptor on defense, and doing what I've built my name off of. And here in LA is, I got more freedom to do a lot, and there's so many different guys, and T. trusts me in the sense of that nature. So like I said, he knows what I've done, throughout my career, and gives me that free range to just be myself. And like I said, it's all about just making an impact on the game, and that's what I've done, and that's who I am. That's what I built my name off of. So, and that's with every team that I've been on. I built my name off of being a disruptor and being a guy that does the little things that doesn't get caught on the stat sheets. That's the way I play. I just care about winning, and that's the only thing that matters to me.
How do you feel like you're connected with the big guys on this team? I know you were with Isaiah for a short time here in Houston, and now you got the other bigs on this team. Like, what's it been like to kind of just re-energize them? It seems like they really have enjoyed like you being on the team in the last few weeks.
Man, we play a lot. Just building that camaraderie. Showing people who I am. I found out some things that was said about me in a sense that doesn't like label who I am. But it's just me being myself. I like to keep guys' energy up. I like to keep people, spirits high. Because I've been at a point where I've been frustrated and overwhelmed, and that shit takes a toll on. That just takes a toll on. It takes a toll on you mentally. And at one point, I was ready to walk away from this game, just because of all the things I had going on in my head mentally. So I've really did a lot of groundwork within myself to really find out and just have fun with it again. No matter what goes on and throughout the game, it's just having fun. I do that, and even so, when guys get down on themselves, be there to speak positivity in them, and just doing the little things of that nature, like stuff, like I said, stuff that doesn't go on in the stat sheet or it doesn't get seen or doesn't get, but them guys know that no matter what, I always get their back, and that's with everyone. I'm that type of guy, that type of player. I'm just about doing the little things to keep everybody together.
What was that point where you felt like you had to reassess things? I don't want to say like rock bottom or Oakland, but where you felt like you had to reassess things to get it
3 years ago, when I got hurt in Minnesota, that was a tough time for me. So I spent a lot of time alone, solitude, and just mentally out of it, in a lot of different ways. And my family would ask me am I okay in different natures, but I really wasn't. And so my coach at that time, Ryan Saunders, really helped me in a lot of ways. And then just going to seeing and talking to a couple of people is what really helped me get out of that. And then I was given, professional ways to help keep myself out of them spaces. And like I said, I've been applying that to my life since then. I still have them conversations with people. And, like I said, it's just about uplifting doing the little things, spread and bring that energy that, I found within myself and pouring it into others. And just doing that, it changes the game and changes people's, energy and the way they play in the game. So, it's just about doing little things of that nature, man. It's what I'm all about. Like I said, I'm all about doing little things, stuff that people don't talk about too much.
Reggie Jackson in 2020, after the bubble, got to that point too, where he was weighing, do I still care about this enough to keep playing? You guys, I know you've only been around each other for a little bit, but do you guys talk about that?
Nah, we haven't talked about it, but we've kind of like dabbled in it a little bit, but we haven't really like sat down and just talked about it. But I definitely want to tap into that with him, and just see like if it was similar to where I was, because people don't understand all the shit that I'm sorry, excuse my language, but they don't understand all the things that we go through, like outside of the court. It's a lot. You got so much coming your way and doing this. It's a lot of negativity that comes about it. And if you're not in the right mental space, man, it can eat you. It can eat you. Like I said, at one point, I was like the guy on Get Out, Chris. I was in that sunken place, and nothing I was doing was taking me out. And got to a point where I snapped, and I snapped in people that was just trying to help me. I snapped on people that was just trying to help me, and I went into solitude by myself, kicked everybody out away from me, and just was sitting in the loneliness, the darkness by myself, me and my king torso. He knew something was wrong because he never left my side. When I had to have surgery to repair my meniscus at that time, it just was like going on, and I was like, what do I take, and how do I get out of this place? And Ryan at the time helped me. He applied the knowledge of going to see a therapist and everything, and that really helped me. That really changed my entire life. Because like I said, if I wouldn't have done that, I ain't no telling where I'd be right now. Like just mentally, like ain't no telling. Because like I said, I was ready to walk away from this. Ready to walk away, but that's neither here nor there. Guys came in, played phenomenal. Like I said, it's a new team. I'm still finding my place with them, but like I said, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. It's just about doing the little things on the court and making an impact in any way possible, and that's what I'm here for. And that's how I'm gonna do for the rest of the season, however long I'm here for. So everybody knows that this type of play that they're gonna get each and every night.
Does that change how you look at times like right now, where you guys have found a rhythm, you're rolling, you're playing well? It seems like you guys like each other, get along well in the locker room. Does that make you not take that for granted more, knowing that how hard things can be? I just find joy in the moments like that.
You find joy no matter what. It's about how you view it. You take lessons about certain things, and I look at the good and the bad of every situation. I take positives, I take negatives, and I just reevaluate. I don't let them drain my energy. I just assess it in a different manner to where it helps me. And that's what I've allowed myself to get to, because before I couldn't do that. Before, if I seen something like, oh, man, like that type of reaction compared to like, okay, dang, okay, I see this, but this, okay, now I see why I thought that. It's about how you assess everything, and I've done a lot of groundwork to like redevelop, like retrain my mind the way I do certain things, and I do a lot of exercises like just for my mental and everything, because mental health for me was a big thing, and like I said, I understand that it's a big asset, and it's a big thing that hinders us a lot of times because we don't assess it the way we should. But over the past few years, that mental health has been a main priority of a lot of things, especially within the NBA. And then I work with a couple of nonprofits, that is big on, mental health. So that's a big thing for me, like just coming out and doing that and, putting praise on that, because like I said, it's real.
Well, when you were isolating yourself, trying to figure out what to do, what was your why to come back? Like, what was the reason you thought ultimately this is worth it?
My family watching me play. I love the game, and I knew I wasn't ready to leave, and it's just everything was fighting against me on the inside. I was too busy helping everybody and trying to do everything for them instead of working on how do I help myself. because I've realized that my biggest quality and one of my biggest flaws is I try to make sure everyone else around me is good before I make sure myself is good. But when I retrained that and made sure I was good first mentally, then I was able to help others in a different manner compared to just pouring out into others and not pouring into myself. So that's what I learned mostly. And that's really what was causing a lot of the trauma and a lot of the pain that I was going through. Too busy trying to figure out everything for everybody else, but I'm not figuring out what's going on with me. And that's how I ended up getting to a better place.
Robert?
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it very much.
Oh, appreciate y'all.